Hello there, welcome to Rosy ASMR. Thank you for joining me. So today we have another Afrikaans video. Today I will be teaching you the Afrikaans words for certain foods and general things to do with eating. So there are a couple other videos like this. I'll link them down below, but you're welcome to just watch this. It's not a prerequisite to have watched the others. Yeah, so we can get started. I'm not a teacher or an expert in Afrikaans, but I enjoy sharing one of the languages of my country with you guys, and yeah, as long as you keep enjoying them, I'll keep making them. So we're gonna start off with an obvious one, the word for food. So the word for food is kos. Kos. So it's kind of like cause, like because in English, but it's more like short. Kos. Kos. And that just means food. Then a very important one. Got a bit squished at the end there. Ek is honger. Ek is honger. So this means I am hungry. See, told you it was important. And so you pronounce it ek is. Ek is. Easy so far. Honger. Honger. So you don't really pronounce the G. I guess similar to English, you wouldn't pronounce the G with things like long. Yeah. And then you kind of roll the R just a little bit. Honger. Just a slight. Ek is. Oops. Ek is honger. And that means I am hungry. If you want to say that you're very hungry, you could add baie. I told you this word previously with buy a donkey, which is thank you. Anyway, it's fine if you've forgotten. I'm not the type of teacher that's gonna moan at you. That would be very counterproductive. The whole purpose of the video being relaxing. Forgot what I was doing there for a second. Baie, honger, very hungry. Fortunately, I don't know of a translation for hungry, but you'll have to make do with baie honger. Okay. Und bite. Und bite. That means breakfast. Und bite. Und bite. Breakfast. Most important meal of the day. I feel like I'm in a silly mood today. Just don't mind me. I'll calm down eventually. I tend to find when I make ASMR, I naturally just become more relaxed as the video progresses. So I promise you, I'll turn it down in a sec. middagete. Middagete. That means lunch. Middagete. Middag means noon, so it's like noon eating, kind of. And there's something similar for dinner or supper. I call it supper, but I think other countries call it dinner maybe. So aandete. So aand is evening. So that is supper. Same idea as middagete. And then of course breakfast just had to be completely different with ontbijt. I think the problem is that I really like food. It's something I really enjoy in life. So I keep getting excited about everything. Like this one. Nagereg. Nagereg means dessert. So you'll see it has a G here. That is the G sound. So we had it also with middagete, that G sound there. And now we have it again twice, nagereg. And we also have this R there, which is the roll of the R, nagereg. Quite a guttural sounding word. And that means dessert. So, if that's all you remember from this entire video, it's a good word to know. All is right as long as you know how to order dessert. Obviously I'm kidding. I like food, okay? Especially things like dessert. Then we've got a nice handy question here. I'm just starting with general phrases and then we'll get into like actual food. Question mark. Wat is voor ontbijt? What is for breakfast? So ontbijt could be replaced by middagete, aandete, whatever you're wanting to ask about. Wat, so the W is a V sound. What is, wat is, voor is for. See, Afrikaans isn't too bad. That's pretty straightforward. And then breakfast, ontbijt. Wat is voor ontbijt? Then we have die spyskaart asseblief, and this means the menu please. Die spyskaart asseblief. So die means the, spyskaart means menu, and asseblief means please. So the Y sound in Afrikaans is like a vowel on its own. It is kind of like the AY sound in English, so like play. So that is the same as that. Spice, play, It's like pretty similar. Space cart. And you've got the roll of the R there. And then alsjeblieft. Okay. Then we've got a bit of a longer sentence. Finally, so kan ek 'n toebroodjie hê asseblief? It's actually a question, so question mark. Kan ek 'n toebroodjie hê asseblief? Okay, so what this means is, can I have a sandwich, please? So Afrikaans, with questions, they kind of mix the order of the words. It's a different ordering to English. So the have part comes after the object. So I just chose toebroodjie, which means sandwich. It's a very cute word, right? Toebroodjie. But you could replace this with any food that you want, obviously. Kan ek 'n. So this here means like the same in English, and that's just how it's spelled. Apostrophe N. It's one of the bizarrities. Is that a word? Bizarrities? Oddities? I don't know. One of the oddities of Afrikaans. And then we have toebroodjie. So brood means bread, and broodjie means little bread. Anywhere in Afrikaans, if you add the ki sound on it, it makes it a diminutive. So it's just like little bread then. Afrikaans is cute, I'm telling you. So you have the J-I-E, and that makes the ki sound along with the D. So if it's sometimes with a D, sometimes depending on the word it will be with a T, but it makes the ki, ki, and then it's the cute little diminutive, which is so sweet. And then he means have, and asseblief is please. You've heard that a couple of times now. Yeah, and there's just a weird copy on this. Or I said copy, which is the Afrikaans diminutive for a cap. So here is have. It's a form of have. It's not straight have, but you know how vowels work. But if you want to learn the sentence as a whole, you're welcome to in order to ask for a sandwich or whatever you're wanting. Then we're going to get into the actual food. So I've already done toebroodjie, and then I mentioned that bread was brood. So bread is just brood with the R there, bit of a roll there, and a long O sound, brood. Can I just switch out my marker? Oh, this marker's way better. Then we have butter, which is butter. Butter. Yeah, that's nothing much to it. There's a bit of a roll on the R at the end, but it's just butter. Then we have, see, a lot of these are like pretty similar to the English words. Like you can probably guess what this one is. Milk. Milk is milk. And I'm pretty sure that in other, well, I mean, Afrikaans does stem from Dutch. So, like, I'm pretty sure that the other European languages that also say milk, or milk. Like one of the top comments always on these Afrikaans videos is how much it's like Dutch. I mean, because it came from Dutch, so that's why. Then we have kaas. Kaas. And kaas means cheese. So, if you want to make this video a little bit more interesting, you can try and guess what the meaning of the words is, because I mean they're not too far from English sometimes, so you can see if you would get any of them right. Probably would. And then just as I say that, I throw a bit of a curveball. I mean, if it's similar to European languages, then you'll probably still get it, but now we have aya. Aya. So the EI sound here is kind of like an A. Aya. And this means egg. So not super far off, but might not have been as obvious. Aya. Funny, I usually write in a very like linked way, like all my letters were looped together, so it's kind of weird when I write now, like do each letter individually so it's legible. Hoender. Hoender. This means chicken. Hoender. So you don't say the D, it's like a silent D. And you roll the R a little bit. Hoender. Chicken. Then we have vleis. Vleis. Now, vleis means meat, so it can refer to any meat, really. Generally, when we say meat, we mean more like the red meats, that sort of thing. Vleis. Oh, because the V sound I mentioned earlier is an F. Vleis instead of vleis. It's vleis. And similarly, we have vis. Probably guess this one. Fish. Vis. Vis. Speck. Speck. It means bacon. Bacon. Speck. Afrikaans has very weird vowel combinations. Like that is like just a plain Y in English. So this is pronounced sly, like sly in English. The Y, sly, and that means salad. Sly, salad. Then we have soap, and this means soup, soap. Then rice is rice. So you've got the roll on the R, and the Y sound, remember, is like an AY. So rice. I guess it kind of sounds like race, but with the roll. Rice. Okay, then cute one, we have skyfies. So again, that's an A sound, and it means chips or French fries. Skyfies. It's cute. Skyfies. Then another easy one. Apple means apple. Go figure. Apple. I was gonna do vegetables, but I'm thinking I'm gonna skip the vegetables. I think it's kind of boring. I'm not a fan of vegetables. I know I should be. I know I'm an adult by now. I should like vegetables, but I just don't. I like salad, but not vegetables. Pisang. It's a funny word. It means banana. But I guess banana is a funny word too. So it should have an equivalent in Afrikaans. Pisang. So you don't pronounce the G. It's kind of like in English where the N makes it sound. Pisang. Then we have one that always confused me as a child. Lemoen. So the emphasis is on the second part, second syllable. Lemoen. It's like a ooh sound. Now, this does not mean lemon, and that's why it always confused me. It means orange. I still don't understand, but so be it. Lemoen means orange. And then lemon lemon is suurlemoen. So yeah, I never understood it, but here we are. So suur means sour, so it's basically sour orange. Yeah, suurlemoen. So this can be a difficult vowel to make. because it's not something similar in English, but it's like a sur le moon. Okay, so I'm skipping over the vegetables. I hope nobody minds. Because the next part is way more exciting. Roomys. Roomys means ice cream. So room means cream and ice means ice. So roomys is ice cream. So the Y sound is the A. That vowel. Roomys. Then an easy one, we have cook. Cook, which means cake. Yum. Cook. Cook. Kind of like the English word cook. Yeah. Afrikaans shows off with a weird spelling again. This, I'm sure you can guess, is chocolate, but it's chocolade. So this is kind of like a sh sound, the SJ. Chocolade. I have a feeling that that's similar to like the Dutch or German way of saying chocolate. I'm not sure though. And then lekker. Lekker. So lekker means nice or good, or it's just a universal word that gets used for a lot of things. But it also means sweets or candy. So lekkers would be sweets or candies. So lekker is just one. Lekker. And yeah, it's an interesting word. Then we'll go to some beverages. So the first one is water, but it's pronounced water. Water. So remember, the W is a V sound. Water. And of course the R is rolled a bit. Then we have coffee. Coffee, which is, yes, coffee. Coffee. Coffee is such a cute word, and so is coffee. I don't know, I've just never thought of coffee as being a cute word, but it really is if you think about it. Just like, I think anything that kind of sounds like cutesy, I like. Then, in the same vein, we have tea, which means tea. Tea. So, coffee and tea, coffee and tea, or tea and coffee, tea and coffee. And then we have suiker, and that means sugar. So that's again like an A sound. A lot of the vowel combinations, they slightly change in pronunciation, and I'm just giving you like a generalization to help. Like if you say it like that, you'll get the gist across. Suiker. And then we already mentioned milk, which is milk, but yeah, for tea and coffee, suiker in milk. So you can say met, which means whip. Met suiker in milk. Then we have bier, and that means beer. So it just has the roll of the R there. Bier. And we have wijn. Remember the W sounds like a V, and that means wine. Wine. And then we have ice. So like wine, like everything, ice. It's kind of like an AY sound. And this means ice. So we mentioned it with roomys, which is ice cream. Ice. So you can say met ice, bier met ice, or whatever you want. Water met ice. It reminds me, like quite a while back, there was this advert on South African TV for I think it was a brandy, and it was so funny. It was like this Afrikaans guy and this Rosy guy, and they were like, I don't know, there was some big like misunderstanding because they would speak different languages and like trying to understand each other, and it was just like a mess. I can't remember exactly what happens in the advert, but I just remember at the end they're both like drinking the brandy that's being advertised, and the Afrikaans guy asks the Xhosa guy nog 'n enetjie, which means do you want another little one, and the Xhosa guy responds ish, which is kind of like it's an expression used often by Xhosa speaking people, and it's like sort of like oof, like yeah, a little bit like overwhelmed, or like just and so then the Afrikaans guy responds to the word ish, like met ice, ja, met ice, meaning yes, with ice, because he misunderstood. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but so the expression is ish, and it sounds similar to ice, which means ice. So he thought he was saying, yes, I want another one with ice. It was funny. Yeah, I think when he explains jokes, it's not as funny. But there we go. That's what we can end on. So I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it relaxing. The last little thing is goeienag. Goeienag. Lekker slaap. Lekker slaap. So that's good night and lekker slaap. is sleep well. Goeienaand en lekker slaap.